commissions. Okay, it's pretty simple. Commissions can be paid monthly, okay, as Amazon revenues are received. Okay, payouts must include a spreadsheet with transparent accounting of any calculations that have been used to arrive at my commission. And if Amazon delays a payout, then that's understood. All commissions are a percentage of payout that the client receives from Amazon. Now, I want to underscore this because when you say that you get paid 25%, they will initially think you're talking about 25% of the retail. If the product sells for $10, you're getting $2.50, right? No, that's not right. If the product sells for $10, Amazon takes out their 21%, and then there's about $8 that comes to the client, and you get 25% of that. So you're getting 25% of the net, not the gross retail. Fixed commission rate. What's it going to be? 25% of the Amazon payout. Now, I want you to note that the reasonable range for doing this kind of work is 15 to 25%. Occasionally more, but it's pretty rare and it's hard to get because this 25% that you will get actually ends up being about 50% of the profit, because by the time the client pays for the inventory and the Amazon sponsored ads and all the other tools and costs that are on their side, by the time they pay for that, even though they're getting 75%, it really ends up that you're both making about the same amount of money. Is that fair? It's really fair. Why? Because this is found money. These clients were making nothing on Amazon. That's why they are your clients. So for them to split the revenue with you, when it's found money, what's the problem with that? And if they have a problem with that, tell them they can do it themselves or they can find somebody else to do it. But you don't want to waste your time unless you're getting a minimum of 15%, but preferably 25%. In fact, if you go the 15% route, I recommend that you use an alternate tiered commission rate. In other words, tell your client that, look, we'll start at 15% and we'll do that until we hit this amount of retail. But at that point, it's going to increase to 20% and lock in at 20%. It will never go back down to 15%. And then we'll keep it at 20% until we hit the next benchmark, whereby it will go to 25% and it will lock in at 25% and stay there for the duration of our partnership. That's a fair deal. Once any gross retail benchmark is hit, the commission remains fixed at the new level unless a higher benchmark is hit. Commission rates are calculated from the first dollar at the fixed rate. If a benchmark is hit within any 2-week pay period, the new rate will apply to that entire period going forward. It's clear as it can be. All right? This is fair. You're doing a lot of work. You're bringing expertise to the table, and you're helping them to make money where there was no money before. There are going to be additional client costs, so let's go through them. There will occasionally be additional expenses recommended for a strategy implementation. For example, the cost of a press release. When we get our product live, I want to do a press release, not one of these little cheap things at free sites that won't bring any value, but we'll do a real press release and get it on Google News and Yahoo News and out to PR Newswire. We're going to do the real thing, and it might cost $200 or $300 for that. If you need software, and there are a few tools that you're going to need to pay for that. I'll go through that in detail in a minute. If we need to have printing for stickers or coupons or something, you'll need to take care of that. If we have to run external ads, I'm hoping we don't, but if we do, like Google AdWords or Facebook ads, then you're going to have to pay for that. Now keep in mind, when I say you're going to have to pay for this and you're going to have to pay for that, that usually these aren't true costs, because if they're done right, they bring in more customers and more sales, and so therefore we're making more money. So you're basically investing, you're not spending, okay? We won't do Google ads unless we need to. We won't do Facebook ads unless we need to. And if we do, we'll have them done as best they can be done, and we'll monitor it, improve, and hopefully can get a conversion, and then you can make money. But if you've already got a database or you have other ways to drive traffic to Amazon, then we may not need this at all. So after discussing a strategy or a tool, then at that point, it will be paid by you, the client. In other words, this is not going to ever be deducted from the calculations that result in the commission that you pay me. Now, some of the known extra expenses. You're going to need an autoresponder. It's a special kind of autoresponder that only works with Amazon, and the one I use is called Feedback Genius, and this is required. You need to send follow-up emails to your customers because this will do several things. Number one, it'll educate them about your product when they first receive it, and it'll help reduce the number of bad reviews and bad feedback that you get. It will also encourage them to share it with other people so that we can virally begin to get more sales. It will encourage them to write a review, and it will encourage them to reorder if your product is the type of product that people might reorder. So that's going to run you about $80 a month max. Card inserts or package stickers. Our best next customer is an existing customer who's buying again. In other words, they're reordering. Existing customers also provide valuable word of mouth. And card inserts or package stickers, which include a discount promo code, they can be very effective. And they remind customers to reorder. All right? So this is really important. And if we can get this done, there's going to be a cost to it, but it will increase our sales. The next one is postcard follow-up mailings. Yeah, we can do direct mail. All right? We'll talk more about this later, but if we decide we're going to do direct mail out to customers, there may be a cost for that. Okay? So these are a few things that are known extra expenses, and you need to be prepared to pay for those. Often I'll have a client who will ask me, well, okay, I understand there's extra expenses. I mean, what will these total up to? I always tell them about $150. Plus, in certain instances, you're going to need to have graphic label design done for your client's products. If this is the case, and if you're not doing them personally, then it'll need to be outsourced to a designer. This can run anywhere from $300 to $600 for each label. This depends on the product and the label and other variables. Also, sometimes you may want to charge what I call an onboarding fee. Literally just upfront money to help cover your costs for the time and expertise that you put into an account. I request that this be paid within 14 days of the agreement being consummated. This is also really important if you're taking on a client that has a lot of challenges and it's going to take extra work. So keep that in mind and let your client know this during the pre-agreement phase. Plus, there are Amazon ads, okay? And those can run up to about $500 a month. So now it's time to summarize everything. Let's put this all together so that we understand the 4 pillars of the proven product partnering formula. First, we have product. Then people. The process and profits. If you get this, you can enjoy success. So once again, we've covered an awful lot, but there's still more to come. In our next session, we're going to talk about the 8 steps that guarantee you have a good client call. And then we'll follow that up with an actual client presentation where I'll pretend I'm talking to a client so that you can hear how all of these strategies fold together. Oh, it's exciting, and I can't wait to see you in the next session.